Hello everyone, this is Plumbob Millionaire bringing you my second speed build, in which I am calling House in the Woods, or something to that effect. It's a house and it's built in the forest, and it's very rustic looking. It's got distressed looking shingles on the outside, and it's a closed floor plan, which is something I'm a little more comfortable building, but after doing the last speed build of that modern house, I found that I really do enjoy building modern houses. I just didn't know a lot about modern architecture, so I wasn't very comfortable with it. But before doing that speed build, I studied a lot of pictures, and I found that I really like doing modern houses, so expect more of those to come in the near future. I actually think my next speed build will be of that of a modern house. But I decided to show you all my comfort zone and what I like to build. Well, I don't want to say it like that. Like, I like to build modern houses. It's just this is what I've preferred for a longer period of time. And it's just really fun for me building it all closed off, and that's the way the houses are where I'm from. They're just very closed plan, and that's basically it. You can see I added a basement using the basement tool, but in the future I just get rid of the basement. I couldn't decide what I wanted to put in there, and it just seemed like too much for the kind of house that I was going for, because I'm definitely going for a rustic, outdoorsy style house. And the family I picture living in here, like, I picture the father being a do-it-yourself kind of man. Like, and if I were to move a sim in here, my story for them would be the dad built the house and they moved out here, and this is where they decided to start their life. Now in the game, this house is not by any means a starter home. It's just a little too expensive, I think. I think it ended up being like 30,000, whereas when you start off, you only get like $16,500, something like that. But so this is like a good intermediate house. And now that I'm done rambling, we have gone on to the windows. And I went with a dark wood on the floors and on all the arches and doors, and I went in the living room, I believe I went with a light wood paneling, and I think it looks pretty good, just adding more windows, bringing the outdoors in, because you're completely surrounded by forestry if you're living in this house, and I think it just looks beautiful. And just more windows. There are more windows in this house than I thought there was. I probably should have studied this a little bit more before doing the recording, but oh well. I'm going to try to do this in one take, so here goes nothing. Just adding some doors so we can get into the rooms and such. And here you can see I added that half roof deal, because I was going to make this ceiling open like a cathedral top ceiling, but whenever I added the carport, which you will see in the future, it just didn't seem to work out. And yeah, so now we're moving on into the living room. There's the dark wood and then the light wood paneling, and then I believe we dive right on into the decorate. Oh no, we're going to do the outside first. I'm terrible at predicting this video, and I will probably try to get better at that, but if I don't, then I am sorry. You will have to deal with my terrible commentary, but I think that's okay. I did the little corner deals on the corners to give it just that little bit more detail, rather than just having the same thing on the corners. It just adds that little detail that it needs, just to make it look good. You can see those distressed white shingles coming into play on the side of the house, and I believe now we are going into interior decorating, but I'm not sure. There we go. Yes, I was correct. Good job, me. Good job predicting this. I compliment myself on and off. If you watch my last speed build, you notice I'll compliment myself and then bash on myself some. As a builder, or as doing anything creative or anything in general, you tend to be very critical on yourself. Like, I think this is a pretty good house. It definitely fit the image that was in my mind, and I think it worked really well. Setting another chair, and there's going to be a desk behind that chair, which there it is, and it's going to be dark wood. And there's also a bookshelf back there, and I'm pretty sure that's on that left side of the house. It is now at the top of the screen. Yeah, I think that bookshelf, and then I'll add a rug in the middle I was going to add a coffee table in the middle, but I really like the open design of that living room. I think it just flows well. You go in, and as you're going in and to the right, you can go into the kitchen, and then to the left you go to the bathroom and bedrooms. And I feel like a coffee table there just would have broke up that openness more than I would like for it to be. All in all, I think it looks pretty good. It's not too open, it's not too huge of a space, but at the same time it's not exactly small. Like, it's easy for your Sims to traverse through the house without any major traffic jams. I'm sorry about that. That was awful. I still got a cold and it is still terrible. You can see I added the blue onto those curtains from the rug, and I realize now, looking at this, that rug is a little more yellow than I would like for it to be. When I did it on my game, it looked like a little more of a beige color, but that just looks too yellow. I might change that before I put it on the exchange, which it will be. And speaking of which, that reminds me, I have a Twitter page now, and it is Plumbob Millionaire, and just go on there and follow me, and you will see whenever I'm doing speed builds or let's plays. And I think I might do a build a house series, which is basically whenever I build a house, but it's in real time. I don't speed it up. Like, this one's sped up 8 times. But in the build series, it will be just normal speed. You can see here in the kitchen, I went with an orange color with a dark wood paneling underneath with a white trim on it. I think it looks pretty good. I don't usually like using vibrant colors like that in my houses, but I think it fit the kitchen really well. It made it look very rustic, very do-it-yourself, which is what I was going for in this house. You can see there the countertops are doing weird things. Whenever, you know how when you connect them and they like make an L along the wall? Well, when I did that, the corner piece disappeared. So I just said, screw it. It's just going to be a one-wall oriented kitchen, which I think works out better anyway. Makes it easier to travel through the kitchen because you have to go through the kitchen to get to the back kids' bedrooms. So all in all, it worked, I guess. Here we are decorating the main bathroom, and I'm not calling it the master bathroom because that's not what it is. It's not a master bathroom at all, because there's no door from the master bedroom into that bathroom. But there is another bathroom in the back, which I will refer to as the back bathroom or the second bathroom. So you got the main bathroom up front and the second bathroom in the back. I picture the parents in the master bedroom, which we are working on now, using the front bathroom more, and the kids can do their business in the back bathroom. I went with a very basic design for the master bedroom, but rather than in the last video, I was very similar throughout all the bedrooms. I decided to give the kids' bedrooms a little bit of character in this build, and I think it looks pretty nice. Like I said, just basic. It's got a dresser, some lamps, nothing special. I did put a mirror. Good things. And put some paintings on the wall. I like doing that 3 of the same painting and then moving them slightly different along the wall next to each other. I think it's a very cool look. I don't like the way that one in particular looks, but I probably could have picked a better painting to do it, but I think it looks good regardless. Here we are in the second bathroom, adding a light and all of those good things throughout the back of the house. And I believe now we're going into the teenage girls' room. Again, just adding some lights. And we will be adding a bed after we color the walls. And the bed, I went with purple. Oh, here we go. I'm deciding to delete the basement because, like I said, I just couldn't figure it out. Anyway, as I was saying, that was me being all scatterbrained while I was building. Here we are in the teenage girls' room with the purple accent color on the bed. I went very basic with the design in here. I added a couple mirrors which have things all over them. I don't know exactly what they are, but it made me think of my sister's room, which is loosely what I based the teenage girls' room off of. Here we are in the boy-child's room. I made his accent color blue. You can see here we got the lamp, and we got a dresser, and we got some child things. I put a toy box, a play table, put a little teddy bear, and a little oven thing. I couldn't figure out what to do with this open area. It was originally going to be bathrooms, but then I realized the bathrooms would be too close together, so that would be pointless. So I just kind of made it a little sitting room. There's nothing in it other than a couch and a love seat and a table. Other than that, it's it's yours to customize as you please. I didn't even create a style, any of it. Here we are going into the carport, which I am currently building now. And it's basically just a roof over nothing. I didn't put a car because I wanted to keep the house relatively cheap, but if you download this house off of the exchange, which there will be a link in the description box below, you can put whatever car in there you so choose. Adding the roof onto this, looking at it now, it doesn't look as good as I thought it did whenever I built the house. I'll probably change it before it goes onto the exchange, but I change a lot of stuff before I upload my houses onto the exchange, but all in all, it looks basically the same as you see it in these builds, and I will get better about doing that. I will make it look final in the video rather than just delaying it onto the exchange. And here we go, just adding some terrain paints and some flowers, and still doing terrain paint. Now we're adding flowers. There they go. That is good things. And yeah, looks good. Adding a bunch of trees, and then I believe we are going into screenshots, which is a fun thing. I have to soften up that bit of terrain, and then I believe we will be going into screenshots. Here's a picture of the front of the house, and then we will be going into the living room and basically other interior things. There's another shot of the living room. I would just like to take this time to thank you all for watching this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, all those other delicious things that you all love to do, and let me know what you think about this house. I am Plum Bob Millionaire, and this was speed build number 2, House in the Woods. Thank you.